Hey man, earlier today, man, some people were asking me about a video that I did when I was talking about communicating with your ancestors, and some people said that, man, you know what? I uh I don't have access to the information of my ancestors. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna do a video, man, and I'm gonna give you something. We're gonna take care of that situation. Hey yo, peace, it's your man, Judge, man, coming right back at you with some of that real talk real fast, man. Hey man, earlier this morning I did a video about the flame, you know what I'm saying? And I showed you how the prayer hands represent the flame. But let's get into doggone something else, because I also said I'm going to show you how to make a fire and water generator. Now, what's the unique thing about fire? I mean, not fire, but water. Water is liquid crystal, and water is what? It has memory and it's programmable. Now, before you make your machine or your fire and water machine, you must first have the water. You have your intent already set. Already know what you want done. Have your intent all the way together. And whatever you asking for, you make sure you ask that it comes in a loving and peaceful way. Because you can ask for $1 million, and you know what? One of your loved ones might get on the airplane and sign that doggone piece of paper and get into an accident, and you become an instant millionaire. But here you got $1 million, but your loved one is gone. So make sure your stuff comes. Make sure you ask for your things to always come in a peaceful and loving way. But let's go back to the water. Now you take your water, you program the water with your intent. You place the water up against the heart. You feel the heartbeat. Then you think of your intent. Now, if you can't think, remember your intent, have it written down, and read your intent while you have the water placed up against your heart. Now, after you have the water placed, after you're done with your intent, take the amount of time with whatever you know when you're done. After you're done programming the water, take a sip of the water, then have your glass bowl. Take your glass bowl, pour your water into the glass bowl, and then place your glass bowl in a sacred place, in your sacred place. Now, this water is in this bowl, and this is your intent that's in the water. Now, this water, although you don't see it, the water is evaporating. Your intent is rising up and going out, just like the doggone smoke on this doggone incense. Now, second part, you must doggone program your candle. Remember, everything is made of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Everything has spirit, and you are able to merge your spirit with anything. And I'm gonna get into. We're gonna talk about psychometry one day, but you're able to merge your spirit with anything. How do you do it? You do it the same way you program the water. Here, let me show you what I grabbed that out of. This right here is a cylinder, and this is a sleeve, and this is a candle. You have a 7-day candle. This isn't really a 7-day candle. The 7-day candle comes in a container like this here. But get into it. You get your candle. Same thing. Know your intent. If you have to read it, read it. Place the candle up against your heart. The electromagnetic energy that's coming off your heart is merging directly with the wax in this candle. Read your intent if you have to, or just recite your intent in your head, or just feel your intent. Whatever makes you comfortable. Whenever you know when you're done. Your intent is now in this doggone, it's now in this candle, and it's now in the wax. Now this is, like I said, you can get what you want, but a 7-day candle is the best thing for you to get. If you can't get it right now, order it on Amazon. 7-day candles. Now, the sleeve that I place it in is a green sleeve. Green is one of the most powerful manifestation colors, but depending on what you want to do, you use the color. Use whatever color you feel you need to use. Get you a color chart, and depending on what you want to do, use the different color sleeve or use a different color candle. But now that you have the water and it's evaporating and sending your intent up, you light the candle. Now the candle is melting the wax. The wax is evaporating as the candle, as the flame burns it. Now your intent is now going up and out into the area in all different directions. Now, when you wake up every morning, this thing is going to burn for 7 days. When you wake up every morning, you don't have to sit there and be like, "Oh man, that's the candle, the doggone ritual that I did." Just forget about it, because your subconscious mind, every time you look at it, your subconscious mind is going to be like, "Oh, this is the thing that's going to bring me some money or bring me whatever it is that you asked for." Let it burn for those 7 days. Now, I'm not. It's certain. There's no need for me to even go into that. I'm gonna have to do this twice. But anyway, basically, that's how you make a doggone uh, a water and fire generator. Now, some people may ask, well, how or why does that work? Well, let me tell you why it works. Because when you were writing down your intent, you were visualizing what you wanted. You were visualizing it, whether you know it or not. You were seeing it in your head when you was putting your intent into the water and when you was putting your intent into that candle. Now, when you think about this here, when you sleep at night, the images that you see, although it may be a lot more dense than this here, it may not be as dense as this right here, but nevertheless, the visions that you see are still made of protons, neutrons, and electrons. You know what I'm saying? Those are still particles that you're still seeing that creates the images that you see. So those images that you were seeing in your head, you have now placed them in here. They live within that water and they live within that candle. Hey man, this is one of the subjects, man. It took me over 6 minutes to do this here, man, but I'm not done with you, man. And this is not a ritual. This is just breaking down a little bit of science. And this week, I'm going to take you over there to the big altar, and I'm going to do a mock ritual. So be prepared. Peace and blessings. This is your man, L. Judge. Boom, I'm out.